A cupcake with bright frosting appears against a white background. It hops forward and gasps as it discovers 3 muffin pans that exactly look like braille cells. 7 more brightly colored cupcakes appear. At the whistled command of the original cupcake, hop into the various muffin holes to form the braille letters TBK. The muffin tins are replaced by the Blind Kitchen logo, green braille letters TBK on a white background. Fade to black.
Hello, and welcome to the Blind Kitchen, where everyone has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Deborah Erickson, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the bowl scraper. The bowl scraper is just one more tool in your culinary toolkit. It basically serves 2 purposes, but first let me describe it to you. The bowl scraper is made out of a pretty hard plastic, and it's basically a rectangle. It's about 5 inches wide and 4 inches tall, and I want you to notice that 2 of the edges of the rectangle are squared off, and the other 2 edges of the rectangle are actually curved. The other thing that's important for you to understand about this is you'll notice along the curved side of the rectangle, there's actually an incline, a bevel, kind of like a dustpan, so that when you're trying to scrape food onto this, it doesn't have to jump the curve to get on here. It can just smoothly slide right up the incline and onto the surface of the bowl scraper. Now, why this tool is blind friendly are 2 reasons. Number 1, a long rubber spatula with a long handle does have its place in the kitchen. But if you're working with a smaller bowl or smaller amounts of wet, sticky food, that long handle can mean you're pretty far away from the action where it's happening inside the bowl. Like its long-handled friend, the bowl scraper wants to get wet, sticky food out of a bowl completely and cleanly without having your fingers touch it. And that's another reason this is so blind-friendly. Despite it having that beveled edge that's very efficient, it cannot cut you. This is why we chose the model. So I'm going to describe. I have my work tray in front of me, and I have a bowl in my hand, and I have the bowl scraper. I'm putting the bowl scraper in the bowl, and I am going to run it along the inside of the bowl so that any food in there now is going to work its way up the scraper. And when it gets too close to my hand, I'm just going to go ahead and dump that out, and then I'll do a second pass at the food. The second place that this scraper is used for, I'm going to go ahead and set that bowl to my left, and let's say I've chopped up some parsley or garlic or mint or something here on the plate. Now I could use my fingers to find that food and transfer it to the bowl, but that's going to take a pretty long time. It's not very efficient, and if I have a tool to do it for me, I'm going to use it. So again, I'm going to pick up the bowl scraper, I'm going to find the beveled edges, the curved edges, and now I can use the bowl scraper to corral the food, kind of collect it all to the center, at least a lot of it, and then I can slide that beveled edge, no need for it to jump the curb, it'll slide right up, and then I trap the food against my hand, the other hand, and now I find the bowl and I can just drop it into there. And I might do 2 or 3 passes just to make sure I've got all of those little delicious bits and pieces that are going to add so much flavor to your food. Caring for your bowl scraper couldn't be easier. It's made of a high-grade, food-quality plastic, so you can either wash it in the dishwasher or wash it in the sink. It's going to last you a lifetime. So we hope that each tool that you learn about in the Blind Kitchen will help make your life with cooking with vision loss easier. So until next time, happy cooking.
She smiles towards the camera. Fade to black. The Blind Kitchen logo appears. Fade to black. Nayo Creative Productions logo appears. The logo fades to black.